Good afternoon. My name's David Perry, General Manager at Granite Springs Golf Club in beautiful Bayside, Nova Scotia. Today, our tip is going to be chipping. Now, it's going to be simple, it's going to be quick, but you're going to get a few good tips. Basically, what we're going to do, the premise of this lesson, is going to be using the same swing, same technique, different club for a different shot. So let me explain what I mean. First off, and I like to break this down, I'll break it down into three parts. First part, we want to get that ball, in the premise, again, we want to get that ball on the green and rolling to the most consistent surface, which is the green itself, as quickly as possible. So let's say we have a pin that is, you have a lot of green to work with. That is, the pin is at the far side of the green, and you are close, but still in the rough, but you have a short distance of rough or fringe to fly, and a longer area of the green for you to reach. So this is what I mean. We are going to try to get that ball up on the green in this area and rolling to the pin. It's a much safer shot and less risk than flying that ball all the way to the pin and letting it roll a short distance. So I'm going to set that ball up. I'm not going to set my hands far ahead, but I'm going to use a club that's less lofted, like a 7-iron, 8-iron. Ball's just in the middle, slightly ahead of middle of my stance. Weights on my left foot or my front foot. I'm a right-handed player. And I'm just going to take a little chip shot. And you'll see that ball, a little heavy, but it just gets up just enough to get over the problem area, which is rough, what have you, rolling on the green, and that's a low-risk shot. So let's say I have the same shot, but I have a different pin. So a pin that's a little closer to me. Now I'd use a pitching wedge or a gap wedge being 50 degrees loft, a little more loft than a pitching wedge. And I do the same technique. So this is more loft, so what's going to happen is the ball's going to fly a little further, go a little higher in the air, and then roll not quite as far. Same technique. So third, we're going to get a shot that we want that ball to not fly quite as, or it's going to fly further in the air but not roll quite as much. So you can use your sand wedge or your lob wedge to use the same stroke. It's very low risk, but it's going to pop that ball up and not roll very far. So we'll do the same setup. Hands not far ahead, but you want your weight on your front foot, feet together. And there you have it. That's 3 different clubs, virtually the same technique that'll give you a little different result, and you'll get better results. Take care, and we'll see you next week.